Now that I have feelings, like before when I smoked weed all the time, I was just no feelings.
Zero
and now
feelings.
that I have them, I'm like, oh my God, wow. People are pathetic.
That's
not
great.
you.
No, I know.
Different thing, but oh my God. Everyone's just a baby whiner. You know?
Yeah, I hear you.
know. Of course you know. Because you work at the Dunder Mifflin Paper Company. Where the baby whiners go.
That's where all the professional baby whiners are.
So now what, Anto? What's this week? Is it a good week?
No, it's always a good week. You're telling me that you don't actually see where I'm coming from on this specific subject.
No, I see 3,000%. You're a little emotional inside.
Okay.
You got slighted by the fact that I made a comment about, oh, it could set you back, and then just went off on a emotional tangent with a straight face like you're wielding a sword.
I always have a straight face.
Do you?
Look at the lighting in this thing, eh?
In your house?
I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
It looks great.
Great. Did you add bulbs?
Bigger ones.
Okay. Really dark behind you there.
Well, I left the door open, so now it's more focused
So you're
on
eating
me.
better. Are you just, how's that? Is it so happy? You seem so happy about
I
it.
feel pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, pick your teeth on the camera. Anyways, something I've been thinking about lately is how just bullshit so many things are.
Go ahead. Let's hear them.
I don't even think there's a list. I think that just people know that they're bullshit. I've realized.
Yeah.
Like, I made that video about Air Canada, and then that person that wrote that huge thing defending Air Canada.
Yeah, somebody wrote a very large
Yeah.
comment.
Do you know how fucking crazy that is?
Yeah, that's the internet, though. People
No,
got time
no,
for that.
it's not. I look at other people's content, and it's me. People look at me, and they're like, this guy's going to do something. He's going to become something. Maybe he's trying. I don't want that. People look at other people, and they're like, that guy's ugly. Yes, ha, 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 on the gold. This is gold. It isn't. It's not. But they're non-threatening. I'm a shark in the water, apparently.
Apparently?
You know?
Trying to get harpooned over here.
Mention the calorie thing, you lost it. Wah! One time I showed you a picture of me without a facial hair. You said it was the worst picture you've ever seen of me. I didn't even bat an eyelash.
Yeah, you don't care. You're
You
dead
don't think
inside.
that's more offensive than me saying, hey, you know your calorie counting? A little distorted when you smash a bag of blueberry acai
Actually,
Brooksides.
what's funny, smashing a bag of that, still the calories were there. At 16 chocolates was only like 180 calories. There's like 47 chocolates in the bag. I counted those bitches.
Yeah.
We tripled that much.
One at a time.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't eating one at a time. I was eating 7 at a time.
They're not that good.
I like them a lot.
Once you realize that blueberries never even been in the factory.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're not real blueberries?
Take a look at the bag, my friend.
I know. Don't even have. That was fucking a week ago.
It's blueberry flavor.
Wow. How come when you bite into it, it looks like a blueberry?
Why wouldn't it?
That seems very dishonest.
That's the whole game.
Wow.
So you thought you were eating chocolate-covered blueberries?
I thought they were delicious. They're delicious.
Yeah. No, they're just chocolate.
Damn.
It's basically just chocolate, and some guy needles in some chemicals.
That tastes like blueberries.
Yeah, acai. They
It's
just
the most delicious treat. When you're traveling and I needed something, it was good. It was like nice to crush that bag.
I'm just on fruit now.
Good.
I've
Bring
grown up.
yourself a Tupperware of fruit to the fucking airport.
I've grown up.
My mom sent me home with cannolis on the plane, dude. Like in a Tupperware.
Leave the gun. Take the cannolis. My wife and I were watching The Godfather. She's like, this is boring. We got a divorce. That video you sent, it's not that they don't know. It's that they're bored. Women are on the phone. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They're shopping. They're scrolling. They don't have time for cinematic magic.
Or they don't have time to enjoy it. They have time for the magic.
It's got to be instant. My
What-
wife's like, oh, When Michael like kills the cop, and if you haven't seen, if that's a spoiler, go fuck yourself, okay?
Yeah, you haven't watched it.
She's like, oh, is he in it now? I'm like,
is he in what?
The mob.
Oh.
I'm like, this?
No.
What?
No, he's not.
I'm like, that's like the whole thing, right? Like that's
when you get initiated.
That's like
dude.
a comic on stage doing his first bit, and you go, are you funny? What the fuck are we doing here?
Just getting married to women, dude.
Yeah, are you going to get physically married?
No.
Yeah, you're too...
Maybe.
You're too much with yourself. Oh, but you?
Yeah, I want it with her specifically, yeah.
So why did the first thing you say was no?
No, I don't want to get married in a church, though. But, like, I'll stay with her forever if she wants.
Like, you won't have a marriage thing?
Yeah, we could get a certificate and go stamp it or whatever they do at the pop-up factory there.
What about, like, a celebration?
Yeah, probably, like, we'll do, like, a couple of those. Like, one here and then one in my parents' backyard. Like, a big party with all my friends.
Yeah.
My parents making pizza and stuff. I think it'll be sick.
Yeah, like, that's fun.
100%.
Yeah, people that say, like, the marriage, they, like, could I just rip my fucking ears off when that, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that, but, like, I don't want to do the same thing that you did, for example.
But it's not even about that. It's everybody just can do whatever they want, and if you're bitching about that, you're a fucking idiot.
What are they bitching about? What do you
People
mean?
just bitch about, like, the wedding industry. It's like, okay. Oh, a fucking party that somebody pays for that you come to and is awesome and you eat food and dance
and you're mad
and you're upset? Are you fucked?
Well, if they're complaining about that, then yeah, that's pretty stupid. But
people do complain about that.
So like they're sitting at somebody's wedding, they're like, this fucking thing sucks. What am I doing here?
No, it's just like when I had my wedding, there was a few different people that are like, oh yeah, I never do something like this. It's like, you can't do this. You could never do this. You know? That's why you're saying it. And I got to pretend that that's not why you're saying it. You know?
I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's all we're fucking doing. We're all just projecting all the time. Hey, that'll kill you. Why? Because you do it in private? And you're worried about death? Shut it. Shut it.
A little bit of blue magic.
God. Damn it. Saw something the other day that millennials, they don't want to use thumbs up anymore because it's passive aggressive. Shut the fuck. Oh my God. Like, do you know what a blessing that is? That you have time to think about that?
One of these?
Yeah.
Double?
Passive.
Like double passive.
When I see that, I'm like, wow, that's the best mood you've been in today.
Okay, but for like me, my example would be, wait, go do that again. What's going on with your hands and your thumbs?
They're not like huge.
It's not that they're not huge. They have like a interesting shape about them.
Well, it's a thumb shape.
Can you put your hands out like that? Let me see your hands. All right, that's better. Don't ever do the other thing you were doing again. No, don't like that.
That kind of looks like when a rock juts out of a mountain.
Yeah, isn't that weird, dude? That's thumb rock from fucking thumb. Was God's thumb?
Well, you don't like this section right here?
No, go out a little bit more. It's a weird shape, dude. You got like can you not put your fingers in more?
You want that? I was going like this.
I want flatness, brother.
Oh no, it's like I'd have to position.
You got a long, skinny thumb.
Is it long in this image? It looks short.
Look at mine. Like mine feels like a short little stubber.
Yours looks like half an inch more or less than mine. You also got a curved tip.
It doesn't. I can't undo it. It's stuck like that.
Why is that? Were
Look,
you oppressing minorities?
Even if I relax it. This one too? Oh my God, double.
Yeah, it looks like that thumb wants to move out of the finger house.
Thumb in holes, actually, exactly. Anyways, fuck, what was I saying? I had something to say.
Nothing.
No.
Went to Arizona and Vegas.
Yeah, how was that? Tell me about your amazing trip.
Great.
Make people jealous that you went somewhere. That's the whole point.
I don't think that's what they do.
Well, wait, what do you mean? If you were to tell about an amazing trip you had, people would be jealous.
Oh, we're doing that?
You're not going to tell me?
No, I'm saying people do that?
Yeah.
What's that?
I think like the main reason people post because why would you post it on social media? There's no point.
What?
Your trip. You're not you specifically.
Yeah.
Why would you post like 12 pictures of your trip or stories every time. It's because like you're enjoying the moment, but you also want other people to see how amazing your life is and how much fun you're having.
Yeah, maybe at the beginning of social media, but like now it's just like people that you're related to or your friends. Hey, look at this is the thing that we could talk about later. That's kind of it.
You could save it on your phone and just talk it to them later about it.
But that's so less like the whole point of social media. You get it? Like I'm done with the whole veiled emotion thing. If you got a fucking problem, go fix you first.
Okay.
You know? Not you, but like
I know.
if somebody's watching that and going, like couldn't care less. I would rather have a hemorrhoid than that in my life. And if you've ever had a hemorrhoid, you don't want those.
It's not great.
Climbed a couple mountains out there.
Nice. So you're doing some hikes. That's good.
Yeah, hiking's dangerous.
Why?
Because it's just jagged rocks everywhere. My dad took me up the hill with my brother and my sister, my wife. And the whole time he was like, yeah, we found a lady here. She broke her leg. Or I'm like, what? What, now? You want to talk about this? Like nobody wants to be reminded of. She was old. She was wearing the wrong shoes. I'm like,
imagine you're on a hike with me and I break my leg. You're leaving me there probably.
Yeah, your size is an issue at that level.
Need
like
a couple
that.
people. Need 2 people at least.
Need a helicopter.
Wow.
You broke your leg? What do you think? You could just carry you forever?
Well, you could like not carry, but I still got one good leg.
No. Like you think you could break your leg and then move around like easy?
Like I break my leg, there's the initial, this really sucks.
Yeah.
But we have to get out of there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, you need a helicopter.
I'm telling you.
That's what they did with that lady. They got her a helicopter.
They got her a helicopter?
Dude, there's no way out.
At least try to carry me.
You are uncarryable.
2 crutch, 2 people.
Yeah.
Under.
So, like, if each person was a gas tank that was maybe 80%, because they're climbing too. Soon as you're on their back for a minute, that's like fucking trying to drive a Tesla in the wintertime.
But it's like, how much can you squat?
What do you weigh?
Well, I asked you first. What do you mean?
Not your body weight.
295 pounds.
No, I could probably squat like 200 really comfortably.
So we're far away from where you need to be to carry me.
And that, like, you need 2 people still, because it's not like you could just lean all your fucking weight on me.
Damn.
Yeah, you need a helicopter.
Helicopter.
And even then, like, hopefully they bring the right apparatus.
Well, if you're calling them, I got a large man down. They're not bringing like a fucking.
Well, dude, ropes break all the time.
I hope not. Makes me think of the movie The Guardian with Kevin Costner when he's like doing when they like hold the people, you know.
How do you feel about Kevin Costner?
He's good. Made a great comeback with Yellowstone.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I liked Yellowstone, but it also sucked.
Wow. Okay.
Like, it was great in the first 3 seasons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most shows, you know.
Well, Breaking Bad gets better.
Well, it gets better. That's weird. Breaking Bad does but also they ramp up. Whereas like in Yellowstone, how many people are left to kill, bribe, and hide? Like,
yeah.
You know, what are you going to do? You live in a small town in Montana.
Yeah. Like at some point,
they got to get caught.
The deals that are being offered for the farm.
Yeah, like
take it. Like
$500 million.
Take it.
You take that.
Yeah.
Because your father died and said, "Don't give the farm to." He's dead.
Your dad was dumb too. He didn't know.
Dumb.
And
also, he never thought he would get $500 million for it.
Yeah, exactly. He said, "Don't take a fucking bribe on the farm," because he's thinking people are coming at you with 100 G's.
Like $500 million, dude,
is a lot.
That's the rest of your life is good, and your kids' lives, and their kids' lives.
Yeah, if they don't fuck it up.
True.
Because the show, it was like bang, 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 fucking political a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it just became about B-roll.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just driving a truck. The opening sequence, I think, for like one of the last episodes or one of the last 3, maybe season 5, episode 6, they literally show you them driving to Florida.
They drive to Florida? I thought they were
Florida?
going down to Texas.
Texas.
They're driving to Texas because he rented out property for the cows in Texas.
Like that might have been the most painful shit I've ever seen in my life. It was 5 or 6 different cuts. It went night to day.
Yeah, just driving.
Go night to day.
You can't do that unless you're watching the movie like Driver or something, you know? Like or like what's another one where they're driving a lot?
Gone in 60 seconds.
Speed, Gone in 60 seconds, you know?
Yeah, but Speed's not like, hey, we're just taking this bus down. You know what I mean?
Well, they are just taking the bus, and then it turns into a nightmare.
But there's a bunch of scenes in Yellowstone where they're like just wrangling cattle.
Yeah. Well, it's like so Taylor Sheridan could just be part of it, you know? He's in there like riding around.
Yeah, but at what point is it just abusing me as the viewer?
I don't think they care. Like, look how many spin-offs he's made from that single show.
And a bunch of them suck. I watched...
like 1886? And
yeah, that one was so fucking boring.
Is that the one with the country singer? Is that the one with Tim McGraw?
Name? Yeah. And Sam
Elliott.
Elliott.
That's the Marlboro Man.
So boring.
Damn. Sam Elliott is something else, that guy.
He looks the same as he did 30 years ago.
Did you know that he was the Marlboro Man?
No.
Yeah. The commercials for Marlboro, you know, the guy that fucking smoking the tobacco?
Makes sense. Also, probably contractually obligated to keep that mustache.
Yeah, for like life. Him and Ghost, he was good in Ghost Rider. He was good. He was like the first Ghost Rider. Yeah.
So yeah, I can't do it.
So you're emotionally uninvested with everybody's emotions.
I'm just done with people. People are shady, I've realized.
What happened, dude? I talked to you like 3 weeks ago.
That's so much time.
But I've been talking to you throughout the 3 weeks.
I love how you just listed a long time.
No, but like in terms of podcast world, like I talked to you 3 weeks ago, you know? It's
correct.
Like your whole mentality is shifted.
Just when you're smoking weed all the time, you don't pay attention to the little you don't pay attention to things.
Okay.
Yeah, people are just smoky shady, you know?
So what's the shady stuff? Let's we don't have to specifically out anybody.
I've just realized now, maybe because of social media, maybe like the way we ingest things is like everybody, and we're Italian, so we're like, hey, this is how I feel, which isn't a good route to go down either. But just everybody does everything in such a subtle way. Like, you know how in The Godfather, they sent Luca Brasi's vest with the fishes?
Yeah, okay.
He's like, that's a Sicilian message.
Yeah.
Like, everybody thinks they're that. Everybody's sending messages.
They're sending subliminal messages?
Yeah, like, it's just like, I don't care.
So, can we talk about that?
We are doing that now, I thought.
Do you not think it was the stupidest thing to send Luca Brasi there? Like, there's no way that was ever a good idea. He was assuming that they were all stupid.
Yeah, that was like... That was bad writing.
And that gives you... No, I don't think it was bad writing. I think it gives you insight into how complacent Don Corleone became. He continuously thought he was the smartest man in the room when it was like those people were making a move against him, you know, that he's not.
I agree with that, but why I think it was bad writing is because a lot of the times in The Godfather, a cut is like many days.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, like it spends...
So, like, he tells them, hey, go talk to them and tell them you've been disgruntled with us. You see him changing. And then as he walks in, they're like, hey, I heard you're disgruntled.
It's like, is it a week? Did he send a telegram
ahead
of time?
Month? How much shit has he been talking? And, like, you know? And they also never show you Luca's power.
No,
like, it's just... talked about.
Kill him. They just kill him right away.
Easily. Also, the thing is, let me ask you as a big man. Somebody comes up behind you with a wire and they start choking your neck. You doing nothing?
Well, they held his hand down. And then they stabbed his hand to the table. The table was what do you mean, so what?
You're dead. He didn't even do nothing. You're telling me you're
there
not
was-
trying to get the guy off your back?
I'm telling you that you're right. There would be more struggle.
More
maybe than
struggle.
He did. But he's
going to die.
He had 4 grown men, 2 of them holding his hand, and they stabbed his hand to the table.
3.
It looked like 4, but you could be right.
If a man held your hand on a bar,
Well, he better be super strong
right?
because I'm punching him in the head for sure.
Like, you're telling me you can't give him one of those?
But they stabbed his other hand.
Doesn't need it.
He needs that hand to punch him.
Well, he's got one.
One's being held, one's stabbed to the table.
But the one being held by Bruno Tattaglia
Yeah, Bruno,
is like,
his whole body weight was.
come on. And he's leaning over the bar, holding his hand like he's like consoling his hand. There are a few moments where I'm like, okay, the iconicness of the movie really takes over. Like when Tom Hagen goes to visit the guy who doesn't want to give Johnny the movie.
Oh, Martin Wolf.
Who kills the horse? Tom?
Yeah, like who killed? Does he have people there? Does he pay the people? I mean, yeah, those are questions you ask. Also,
They got
why
that
did
quick.
him kill? Think about it. You killed a horse. Why is that any leverage? You just lost your leverage. That's $600,000. You just killed it.
Yeah, and why would he be
I wouldn't help you
incentivized?
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why would he give the guy
Kill
the
me,
movie?
bitch. Try and come kill me.
Yeah.
He immediately just rolls over. Oh, they killed my $600,000 horse. I guess they mean business.
I guess they really want this guy in this movie.
Oh my god.
I know they sent one of their guys from fucking New Jersey to California, but man, did I love that horse.
That's crazy.
And then the whole preamble is like, Russian czars don't even have a horse like this. No, they do.
They probably have more than one.
Fucking 8 of them. And at the
I'm not
dinner,
going to race it, Tom. I'm going to put her out the stud.
and at the dinner, the whole like,
The
He's
dinner
like-
with Wolf and
Yeah.
Tom.
he's like, why didn't you tell me? It was like you guys. What do you? And then what's your? He's like, I can't put Johnny in that movie. And then he just gets pissed. Like there's no back and forth.
She was the finest piece of ass I had, and I had him all over the world, Tom.
And his reason was brutal.
That he came and was better looking and more attractive,
And he just
Italian.
like, you can't
Like-
get any other 20-year-olds to
also,
train.
I'm not going to give him that role because it'll be perfect for him, Tom. What? What? Okay.
And the other side of the coin was he was like, we invested so much money in her. It's like, did you invest $600,000 into her? Because that's how much the horse cost, buddy.
So much time and like what? What
What?
did you guys do to her? What did you do?
How good can she dance?
Like what did you get? She has fake tits, fake ass. What else?
Is the teacher only like they only have one class left?
It's tough to see at the time. That movie amazing, right? But like
Amazing.
now,
It's
you
still
look at
amazing.
It is, but you look at it and you have so many questions, like lots.
Well, they use the element of convenience very well. Like the movie could have probably been like 5 hours.
You mean the whole movie instead of 9?
Well, the first one.
Yeah, it's 3, right?
It's 3, but it could have been like 5 hours. Like they could have showed you, okay, how they kill the horse, and then Luca talking to
That'd be
people.
crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, they could have done all that, but it's like
Did you ever? Which one's your favorite one?
probably number 2.
Number 2 is probably the best, just because the flashbacks. It gives you really hones in on Michael's life.
But I don't know if you love number 2 as much without number 1. Like number 1, it's like when you break that wine bottle on that big ship. You're like, what's better, sailing the ship or the fact that we built it?
Listen, I'm telling you right now, you could have number 2 without number 1 and 3.
I would agree with you there.
You could just have number 2 as a movie. This is The Godfather. You wouldn't even know. It's perfect, actually. Because his dad is still in it. Marlon Brando dies in the second one, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. He doesn't.
This is in the first
He's
one.
not even in the fucking second one.
He dies in the first one.
Yeah, you're right. But it doesn't matter. The flashbacks, it just connects. It's perfect.
I mean, that way he kills the police commissioner in the first one. Like, that's
Captain McCluskey.
that's huge.
My man in McCluskey's precinct.
Also, like, why
James Caan.
would Tattaglia be there?
What do you
Or
mean?
wait, no, was it Salazzo or Tattaglia?
Where?
At the dinner with...
Salazzo.
Yeah, why would he be there?
Well, he's the only reason that the meeting's happening. Mike's trying to talk with Salazzo because he doesn't know Tattaglia is behind it. He just thinks Salazzo is the Salazzo. I'm going to speak Italian with my friend Mike here, okay? And then they're speaking like very good, but like Sicilian though.
It's good.
Mike's like Al Pacino, not good. That guy's Italian, amazing.
But the whole vibe of the Italianness is good.
Oh, when they switch, and then the restaurant, like everything about the restaurant, the wine that comes in the little cask, in the little wooden cask when they pour it, it's good. He's eating this. McCluskey just crushing pasta. Like how many takes? Because it was like veal parmesan and pasta he was eating.
Probably not a lot of takes.
Hopefully
honestly.
one, because that's a lot of food to be crushing.
And it might be cold too.
Did you watch the show The Offer?
No.
It's a miniseries like where they cover the making of The Godfather.
I think I've heard of this.
Yeah, it's like Mario Puzo's like writing the script. Like everybody's like, or sorry, what's his name? What's the guy's name that wrote the fucking?
You said it, Mario Puzo.
No, he wrote the book. Who wrote what's his name?
Oh, Francis Ford Coppola.
Francis Ford de Coppolina. Yeah, it's like it covers all that shit, dude.
Like all of the things in that.
It covers everything leading up to getting this movie made, like them, because they didn't want Al Pacino because he was too young and like not experienced.
And he's like kind of a bad actor. Like he's known for not knowing his lines, and he like didn't have a driver's license and shit.
Well, he was young. He was like
Kinda
21,
useless.
I think, in that one, right? Or 19. He was young in the first one.
Yeah, that's
his first role.
Probably his best shit.
Whoa.
Like the second one is probably his best.
Really? In his career?
Well, because then he just becomes Al Pacino.
Yeah, but
If
like
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like,
He just becomes like the yelly guy who's intense. Because
Yeah, like-
Scarface is almost a joke.
well,
It's
Scarface
sick.
is a joke. It actually was rated one of the worst movies, and people still loved it.
It's like sick, but it's really bad.
But like Heat,
yeah, he's just Al Pacino in that.
okay, but that's amazing. Carlito's Way. Yeah, you're right. He's still Al Pacino. in
He's just
Carlito's
Al
Way.
Pacino. Even Robert De
Scent
Niro,
of a
like
Woman? Is he? Yeah, I guess he's yelling in that one too. He's just blind.
Devil's
He's blind
Advocate.
now.
Is
Devil's
yelling.
Advocate. That's with Keanu Reeves, right? Devil's Advocate.
Yeah. Like in Robert De Niro pretty much stopped acting after Taxi Driver.
No.
Well, because he won the Oscar for Raging Bull, and then he's just Robert De Niro forever.
You're just saying they don't change. He's the same guy.
They don't.
You ever watch The Intern with him and fucking
I've heard of it. I don't think
Anne
I've seen
Hathaway?
it.
And Anne Hathaway. He's like an old man who's like retired.
But like, remember Meet the
Lifetime.
Parents?
Yeah,
Obviously.
he's not Robert De Niro in that. He's fucking what's his name? Fokker. No,
But he's he might be a little less. I think you're right. But like, I just watched him in this new Netflix thing where he's the president.
oh yeah, Final Day or Zero Day, something like that.
And yeah, like that's Robert De Niro.
So it's not good.
No.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be good.
Yeah, like you gotta.
I'm just trying to think of like movies of Al Pacino where he's not Al Pacino. None.
Yeah, man. Hard.
He's literally Al Pacino every time. Wait, let me think here.
Yeah.
Well, in Ocean's 13, no, he's fucking Al Pacino in Ocean's 13.
Yes.
He's actually more Al Pacino in Ocean's 13 than he is in any other movie.
Yeah, like his whole vibe in that movie is, that's why I like him in the second Godfather. Well, Serpico, he was great in that.
Serpico, yeah, but that's before The Godfather.
Exactly.
Serpico. 1973.
Exactly. Yeah, like these guys.
Donnie Brasco? He's not Al Pacino and Donnie Brasco.
I would say he's not. Yeah.
He's like a different, he's just another.
But like, the movie Black Flag?
I never watched Black Flag.
Or Black Mass, sorry, with
Johnny
Depp?
Whitey Bulger.
he is not Johnny Depp.
Well, Johnny Depp is rarely Johnny Depp.
That's
Like,
what I
when
mean.
is he Johnny Depp?
That's what acting is.
Isn't that more when you're, what is it called? You're
Character actor?
Is that what it's called?
Well, no, because they
There's a name
consider
for
like
it, right?
Gary Oldman.
What's his name? The guy that does There Will Be Blood. That guy. The guy
Daniel
that plays
Day-Lewis.
Daniel
Yeah.
Day-Lewis. There's a name for the type of
Well,
acting.
method acting.
Method. That's what it is.
But they're character actors, really.
True.
Because like
That-
those are characters.
That video that Jesse put in the chat of Ian McKellen saying like I had to
I put that
pretend
in there.
to be- Oh, you put that in there?
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
His delivery
joke.
of it
He's
is
obviously
fucking hilarious.
Well, it's a joke. He's talking to Ricky Gervais, but it's funny because that's kind of true.
Yeah, he's like, Sir Ian McKellen, action. Wizard, you shall not pass, Sir Ian McKellen. Sir Ian. That's funny. Like even like Denzel. Did you watch Gladiator? We talked about this,
Terrible.
but like he's Denzel.
He's Denzel. So what is Denzel though? Because like I'm trying to think of a movie where he's not that guy.
I would say that was the only movie where I felt like he was himself. Because like in John Q, he's that guy.
Oh yeah.
In Man on Fire, he's that character.
In The Equalizer.
Yeah,
Training
those
Day.
are great. Those are great.
Well, remember the Titans? He's not really that guy. He kind of is. He kind of is.
Kind of a little bit. Kind of a little bit.
The Book of Eli. Book of Eli.
Yeah, he was great in that.
He was different in that. Inside Man, he's different. He actually acts in Inside Man.
Yeah. Speaking
American
of a
Gangster.
guy,
Is he Denzel in American Gangster?
no, I haven't seen that in a long
Frank
time.
Lewis. I believe it.
Speaking of a guy who doesn't act, but we don't need him to, I just watched The Beekeeper.
Wow. What a waste of time.
It was on the plane.
Yeah, but like, what was the options?
Over 50, maybe 60. I can't go them all.
So 1 out of 60, Jason Statham.
Well, I hadn't seen it, so I'm like, every other thing I've seen it.
Yeah, you got to give it a
On the
try.
way there, I watched the first Pirates because I haven't seen that in a long time.
Amazing.
Amazing. How is it that we've lost that skill?
Well, he's probably like, that'll never come back, movies like that. Well, they'll remake it and it'll suck, right?
I hope they don't.
Oh, they'll for sure remake it. Disney, what do you mean? Disney owns it. They're like, no problem. We got it.
Also, when I was in the hotel because I was sick, one night I watched, there's like a Harry Potter marathon.
They're about to fuck that up.
Holy shit, those movies.
Yeah, they're great. You didn't like them?
No, they're amazing.
Yeah, number 3 is the best.
I think I know the first 4 so well, and then the back half is like less.
Well, I could tell you number 5, not a good movie. I could tell you number 3 and 4 are the best.
What's number 5?
Order of the Phoenix.
Order of the Phoenix, and then number 6 is
6 is the Half-Blood Prince, which is great.
Deathly Hallows 1 and 2.
Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. So you got to know that number
5.
3.
Oh, okay, yeah,
number
Azkaban
3,
is really good.
Azkaban, but it's because it's directed by Alfonso Cuarón, I think.
Yeah, that one is really sick. It also has Gary Oldman in it.
Yeah, that's why.
And that's a big part of it.
Is it Alfonso Cuarón? I don't want to be wrong, you know?
The first 3 movies are really fun.
Yeah. So Christopher Columbus did the first one.
Like the guy who discovered North America?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
2's got a long career, dude.
Yeah, he did the first one, and then I can't remember who did the second one.
Isn't that crazy that they give it to different people?
No, but then after Alfonso Cuarón, sorry for saying it with an accent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. Makes me. I taste queso when you say it in my mouth.
Really? No, sorry. Christopher Columbus did the second one. David Yates took over from number 4 on.
For the rest?
Yeah, and he did a good job. He is doing a good job.
Yeah, they're doing like a new.
They're doing
Snipes
an HBO
Black.
series. He's black.
I like that.
Probably.
I mean, you're big shoes to fill.
Well, it's tough. Like, yeah, it's tough.
Alan Rickman?
Alan Rickman is like a legend in all kinds of acting.
Yeah.
All kinds. Play, movie, TV, anything.
Like that's.
You remember fucking Galaxy Quest, dude?
Oh my God! Wow.
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. Yeah,
And
that's acting.
Sigourney Weaves?
You know, that's acting. D'Onofrio, he plays Wilson Fisk. I just saw a video of him the other day talking about like he's worked with so many bad actors that when he sees somebody that's like really good, he likes it.
You're talking about the big bald guy, right?
Yes.
He's in a lot of movies. He's private. What's his name? He's in Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
He's private. What's the guy who kills himself and everybody else?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, Vince. He's a great actor.
He's a fucking amazing actor. Full Metal Jacket.
Brother in. He's this like the drunk brother in. What's the movie? It's coming.
Dude, he's Men in Black. Remember, like the lizard guy?
Oh yeah. He's Ed.
Yeah.
He's Ed. Yeah, but he's also He's a brother in the. You remember the movie with Vince Vaughn, The Breakup?
Oh yeah.
He's Vince Vaughn's brother in that movie.
The Breakup, is that with
Jen Aniston?
Jen Aniston.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Him and
the
his
brother.
brothers own like a tourist company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's silly. I like that.
Yeah. I know a lot. I like that guy. He's a good.
But back to the Beekeeper.
Yeah, back to the Beekeeper. Sorry, we got a little sidetracked. Beekeeper.
Is that like the best career in Hollywood?
Being Jason Statham is the career. You can't. Nobody else.
That's the
can do
career.
that.
Like, that's good though.
That's not necessarily true. Pretty much Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's who they are, dude. They're just that's the guy.
Yeah,
They're action guy. Kindergarten Cop, dude. Like what? You know, like
yeah, but like.
This is Jason Statham's Kindergarten Cop, dude, made in 2022 or whatever it is.
But Jason would never waste his time with like that, you know?
I bet you he is definitely in a movie like that, dude.
Like a silly.
Everybody has a shit movie that they don't want to do.
Well, technically
I'll tell you right now.
Technically, they're all bad, but good kind of deal.
Yeah. Do you ever watch the movie Spy?
Spy
With Melissa what's her name? The chubby the funny one. Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's
I haven't
a
seen
secret
that.
agent in that movie, but she's also it. Like they're in it together.
Yeah, that's maybe his Kindergarten Cop-ish, but that's more funny and more action, I think.
So you're
Kindergarten
saying-
Cop had less action.
Yeah, you're right. Is there a kids movie he's in? Is there any?
Remember that
No.
movie The Rock did where he's like the Tooth Fairy? Or wait, is that Vince Vaughn?
No, that's Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
No, the pacifier you're talking about.
Yeah, but then there was a movie where The Rock
Dwayne,
was like,
he was the Tooth Fairy. Yes.
yeah, wow.
It was called the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
But he's done The Rock's done a lot of movies like that, dude.
But so in The Beekeeper, he keeps bees. Okay, like that's legit what he does.
Tell me the synopsis if you had to do it.
It's the same as all these old movies. There's always like a section of government trained guys who are above everybody else.
Okay.
And there's only like 5 or 6 of them ever.
Yeah.
For some reason. Like what's interesting is in movie land, when somebody's like unstoppable, they never train like many of them.
No, there's like you get one boss and then there's like underlings.
Yeah, like okay, let's just for example say John Wick. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say
So
that one
good.
Russian guy in the club, right?
Yeah.
Is that who we're talking about?
Well, no, I was just saying in John Wick, like he's so good, right?
Yeah.
And like there's no other caliber to like is it like what wrist grab are they teaching John Wick that's unavailable to the public?
Yeah, because even when he goes up against like Miss Perkins or like any of the other, he's no problem.
No problem. So in the Beekeeper, the beekeepers, and they they overuse the reference of bees and like him as a beekeeper. Like they often say he's trying to protect the hive. Like they say that a lot.
But he's not actually trying to protect the actual bees, or he is.
He knows how to beekeep, but he do you want me to just tell you the whole movie? There's a small twist.
I want you to give me, I'm going to time it. I want you to give me 45 seconds, Beekeeper.
Okay, he's keeping bees. He's staying at some lady's house who cares about him. Her money gets stolen by a company that calls you and scams you. She was taking care of a charity. They take like $3 million from the charity. She kills herself. Her daughter works for the FBI. Jason takes it on himself to go fuck these guys up. He drives to their corporate office. He burns it to the ground, like within 5 minutes.
5 minutes, whole office burned.
Grabs 2 gas cans, gets in his truck, and he just drives straight there.
Okay.
The whole time, he just tells everybody, I'm going to burn this place to the ground. He gets out of his truck. 2 guys come up to him, and they're like, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm going to burn this place to the ground. And they're like, no, get back in your truck. Go the fuck home. And then the guy's like, I'm going to count to 3. And then Statham goes, 1, 2, 3, which is so funny.
It is.
He's like, what now? And then he just fucking fights them easily. Walks in, dumps gas, blows it up. The guy working there calls the head of the operation, who's a kid, whose mother happens to be the president of the United States.
So he's a kid, though.
But he's like 29 and he's like this
Oh.
drugged out CEO who's like, he's got all these scams. There's like 20 of these offices. So then Statham slowly progresses into finding out that this Danforth Industries shadily elected her as president by scamming people's money and using that to help her with her campaign.
Amazing.
So then he goes to the president's like beach house where they all like try to barricade in and save the kid. And he just walks in and fucking kills and then jumps out the window and swims away.
That was 2 minutes, but it was good.
But like that's the whole movie. So there's this one scene in it where the FBI guys they're like at the front door. Let me back up a second. There's a guy who's hired by Danforth Industries, Jeremy Irons. Great
That's
actor.
the guy's name or the actor?
That's the actor. Great actor. Jeremy
Okay,
Irons. He's in look him up. You'll know who he is. He was in Die Hard.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
Jeremy
he's in
Irons,
Die Hard.
Lots of movies.
Lots of movies. So
He's a
he
margin
used,
call.
he used to be like the head of the CIA. Now he works for Danforth Industries, and he's like their fixer. Okay? So the kid calls him, and he's like, yo, can you fucking get this guy? He's a beekeeper. And then in classic action movie form, he's like, did you say beekeeper?
I love that.
And he's like, oh, you're dead, dude. He's like, you're fucking dead.
You're fucking dead. You're a pussy.
He's like, what do you mean I'm dead? He's like, those are the last set of eyes you're going to see. And then he's like, so you're telling me you can't do nothing about this? He's like, of course I can do something about it. So he calls the current active beekeeper, who's a chick, to try to get Statham. And if he's manhandling guys who are 300 pounds, like, come on. Like,
Wait, is beekeeper code for like assassin in this?
that's what their like group is.
But they actually keep bees as well.
He does. I don't know if the new girl does.
Okay.
But he
And then
set her on fire. She had a fucking... What are those guns that fire like 1,000,000 rounds a minute?
like a Gatling gun?
She literally had that one in the back of her truck. And at a gas station, she tries to mow him down.
And not a single bullet hit him,
Nothing touches him.
which is crazy.
Yeah, so he just lights her on fire easily.
A lot of fire.
A lot of fire. And then Jeremy Irons accumulates like 6 guys. And this speech he gives these guys is like, you guys are tier 1 assets.
Tier 1.
The beekeeper, if you were in a room with him, he would make you all look like pussies. That's what he's saying. And all these guys are bigger than Statham. Like, every one of these guys is bigger, seemingly stronger, should have no problem.
Doesn't matter.
Takes them all out, easy. It's like, what are they teaching these beekeepers?
There's just elite assassins in the world, dude. That's what happens.
I think when I watched that movie, I realized that there isn't. Because there's this scene I was saying, okay, so he goes into this building and he has to walk into the front door, naturally. And there's like 6 FBI guys wearing gear. And they're talking amongst themselves like, okay, be on the lookout. And then Statham comes in and he's like, I had to use the front door. And they're like, oh, it's this guy. And they try to fight him. And he...
absolutely beats the shit out of them.
out of 6 of them. Now, couldn't the 6th guy
Shoot him?
just like step out and pop him?
No.
Like, why does everybody try to engage? You know what I'm saying? I'm just confused.
That's how it is. At least in John Wick, they're all trying to shoot him, you know? Like, everybody's trying to shoot him.
Yeah, and in the first John Wick, they give you that little, like, oh, we're going to put a bag on his head, and, like, fucking Willem Dafoe is going to snipe.
God. Thank God for Willem.
Yeah, I didn't like how he died. I felt so bad for him.
He went out on his own terms, dude.
Yeah. They could have stopped at the first one.
They could have just did the one, but you can't. Money, dude. Don't you want more money? If you're acting, you tell me you don't want more money?
No, you do for sure.
Like, you want a lot more money.
I think at that point in your career as an actor, if someone's like, yo, 4 of these, 100 mil, yeah.
Like, how much did he make?
For Johnny? Probably 15, 20 million a movie.
Imagine he didn't make anything.
Have you seen all this?
He made 15 million.
A movie.
Oh, wait.
Per movie must.
Just for chapter 4.
Huh?
So first movie, 1 to 2 million.
Wow.
2 to 2.5 for the sequel, plus ownership stake
Oh, that's
on the sequel, and then 15 million for number 4.
that's a lot of money.
Net worth, he's $386 million.
He gives away a lot of money too.
He's just chilling, dude. He's always chilling on the subway and shit.
He's like a nice dude.
Why can't all actors be that?
I would even say that like he's almost always Keanu Reeves, but he gives us like Keanu Reeves with a speech impediment. You know, like he does a
Which
little
one
bit.
has a speech impediment?
Well, like John Wick talks weird. Like
Does
almost
he?
like he has CTE a little bit. I've been asked if I'm back, and all this time I haven't had an answer. And I think I realized that, I'm back. Like, that's not how he talks.
He's a man of few words and many kills, dude.
Like constipated almost.
When he hangs up the phone on Vigo, and then he's like, "What'd he say?" Enough. Didn't say a word. Love it.
Yeah, that's cool. You know,
That's cool.
That's the
stuff you can't-
lore.
Yes, dude. You can't get that anymore with movies now. They can't do that shit.
Well, they just don't try. Like the concept of like putting Rocky Balboa in the bush with a gun, like that's dead.
You mean Rambo?
Yeah, but he's Rocky. He's Rocky who doesn't box. And in Expendables, he's Rocky with a gun.
A lot of guns and a lot of famous people with him with guns also.
One of my favorite movies is Demolition Man.
Demolition Man's great.
Dude. Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes, man. Where did... Oh, fuck. Dude, are you kidding me? Blade?
The last thing I liked, not that I liked. The last thing that came out with Wesley Snipes was that Kevin Hart thing. Did you watch that?
What?
There was like a
Wesley
show, that came out. I forget what it's called. But Wesley Snipes plays like Kevin Hart's uncle or something.
Oh, True Story?
Yeah. It was actually good.
57% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I'd say they lowballed that one. It's pretty good.
He's old.
Snipey, yeah.
Snipey's old.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a miniseries. How many fucking episodes?
I want to say 6.
Do you think that Kevin Hart is an industry plant, as Cat Williams so amazingly suggests over and over and over again?
I don't think he's an industry plant because, I mean, if we take The Godfather at face value, that's a thing, right?
At face value.
Like what the guy's saying about that movie when he's like, we put all this money into this chick, and she's, you know, like that. That kind of makes sense. Like, remember the Mickey Mouse Club, where it's like Justin Timberlake was in it. God, what's her name? She's in. She's Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson was in it. Like I think Britney was in it. Like those kids, you know, like that's the thing. So I don't think he's a plant. I just think they lean on him because it's easy.
Because, like, he's been doing it for a very long time.
Yeah. Does it make sense to go from Soul Plane to one of the biggest actors in the world?
Not even Soul Plane. To go from the guy who's in the store in 40-year-old version.
Yes.
Like, he's just a customer.
He's a
Because
great...
he was like a background actor, right? Like
He has a great scene in that movie, though.
it's funny, but like at the same time, how do you do that? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't work like that, I don't think. Because there's guys who are still that backup actor today.
Well, he makes... I think he's like... For some reason, they respect it when you want to get in on the shit, you know?
Like you want to make movies so frequently and fast.
Well, like... Normal
can't all be
actors
hits,
are just like, hey, I'm going to audition. If you guys like this, let's make it. Kevin Hart's like, I'm going to audition, but I want a piece of the movie. And you're like, what? They're like, yeah, I want a piece. My family's going to be there. I need seats for them. You're like, yeah, I didn't even get the part yet.
Doesn't matter.
And then they're like, actually, I like this fucking attitude. Let's give him the part and a piece.
Because like in what movie can you think of off the top of your head right now?
Where he like earned that level?
No, where he's just like, it's a great movie. Ride Along. I would say Ride Along probably. With
Great
Ice Cube.
movie?
Yeah, what else?
I don't know what comedies are great movies.
But like, is he only in comedies? I didn't like the one when he was with what's his name there, fucking
Cranston?
Malcolm in the Middle.
What's that called? Where he's like in a wheelchair?
So that's actually a remake of a French movie.
What's it called?
The Untouchables or Intouchables? Intouchable?
Oh, I gotta watch The Untouchables.
You mean The Untouchables with Kevin Costner?
Yeah, isn't De Niro's not De Niro in that?
Kevin Spacey's in that movie too. So hold on a second. Kevin Hart movies. Oh, The Upside. But
Yes.
it's literally a remake of the French movie The Intouchables.
Like Intouchable? Like is that?
Yeah, like there's the movie. Have you not seen it? It's actually better than the.
No, I don't watch French films.
Yeah, so it's literally like if I read you the synopsis, The Intouchables. Whoa, when Driss, an ex-con from his project, is hired to take care of an eccentric French aristocrat named Philippe. No new. Yeah, it's like that's 2011. When did The Upside come out? 2017.
Yeah.
It's literally the same movie.
Wonder why. It's a tight timeline on the remake.
What's a good movie? Okay, Ride Along. I'm saying Ride Along. Central Intelligence. That was pretty funny.
I mean, I really liked Jumanji.
No.
That was fun as hell.
Because Jumanji is nothing like the. Well, actually, that's one thing I do like about it. It's nothing like the original, really.
Yeah, that's what I like. Like
Pets
those
was
movies
funny.
were fun.
Pets was funny.
The Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah, that was funny.
Get Hard was kind of funny.
No. See, dude, like
Wow,
he went,
damn, his movies are fucking horrible.
brother, look what he went from, okay? He went from, I'll name you 3 right now, okay? You ready for this? He was an extra in Along Came Polly. He
Okay,
was
but wait a second.
40-Year-Old Virgin. Scary Movie. He's a scary movie actor who became famous.
A lot of them are famous.
Yeah, true.
But wait a second. Is he an industry planner, or did he just become a really massive comedian where then they could leverage that? Because the only big
I
movies
think
he was doing was Jumanji.
Yeah, I think you're right because his think about his Laugh at My Pain, huge.
Little
Think
Grown
I'm funny,
Man.
Little Grown Man,
It was
and
great.
and what was the one?
Seriously funny.
Seriously funny, where he's wearing the silver. I thought my jacket like Samuel L. Jackson. Thought,
Yeah.
thought. You know
Those 3 specials,
those
what-
are crazy specials.
they're great. That's what launched
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, you're right.
And those are, like, I honestly think that Kat is just jealous because he's such a much better actor than Kevin Hart. And
Is he?
yeah.
But what movies? He's only in Friday, right? Like, what else is he in?
Friday, he won an Oscar for,
What?
yeah, I'm pretty sure Cat Williams has an Oscar.
Cat Williams?
Or not an Oscar. He won, like, an award.
Golden Globe, maybe?
Yeah, he won an Emmy.
For which TV show?
Atlanta.
Never watched it.
It's Childish Gambino's show. But he's like a good actor. He knows how to do it. Whereas I think, like, Kevin Hart doesn't know how to not be.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, it's like Sebastian Maniscalco. Have you ever seen him act?
Oh my God.
It's painful. And they keep giving him shots, like that Bookie show. Like, they try.
Did you see they're remaking The Naked Gun with fucking Liam Neeson?
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
hope
not-
it's good. But that scene where the little girl's walking, and all of a sudden it's just 6'4"
I
Liam
thought that was
Neeson.
fucking hilarious. Because that's The Naked Gun. That's what it was. It was Leslie Nielsen. It was crazy, right? It was so funny. He's the Pink Panther dude.
I just don't
Actually,
know
no,
if
he's not.
people
That's Steve
want
Martin.
that shit in their life. For some reason, we're more serious but less serious.
Well, I think the fact that it would be Liam Neeson trying to be funny like that will make it funnier. I think.
Yeah, I like that it's Liam Neeson.
I did not expect that. Like, who else could it be?
Yeah, who else could it be? Nobody really. There's not a lot of tall white
Steve Martin.
dudes.
Well, he's too old.
It's too old. Yeah, Jim Carrey.
No.
We need like a Jim Carrey movie where he gets to be Jim Carrey again.
So you're telling me the Adam Sandler thing with him is real?
Fake.
Yeah, I told you it was fake. You told me it was real.
I thought it was. It's
'Cause I
weird
was
that the
hoping that you
internet
were right.
coordinates like a fucking, like, hey, let's flood the fucking thing with Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey.
I
movies.
just hoped, like I was hoping that you were you were gonna prove me wrong, and then I could actually watch it.
Dude, I had hoped. I hoped. Sometimes you can't hope too much, though.
Sometimes hopes fucking will kill you, dude.
But right after fucking Statham with Beekeeper, he's in another movie right now called Working Man, and it's
Yeah, I just saw that on his page. What's that about?
gotta be the same.
Is he? Yeah, he's the mechanic, dude. He's the fucking he's the king of making movies where the name of an assassin is different every time.
Yeah.
Because like
The
the mechanic, the beekeeper, the transporter.
His role in Fast and Furious was pretty sick.
Hobbs?
Yeah.
Dude, Fast and Furious is the worst, bro.
You don't like those?
No, I love it, but come on. It's so ridiculous.
But we need it.
You need Vin Diesel crashing into Jason Statham on purpose.
Imagine Vin Diesel try to come out with like a fucking like movie where he's like acting or something. He gets like really skinny.
Yeah, no.
Like that would just, I think Trump would tear off that movie.
Could you imagine if Vin Diesel was like in a rom-com?
Dude, that would be hilarious.
You can't.
I think right now a rom-com would fucking smash.
With him.
No, just like a good rom-com.
Yeah, there's not good ones. That's all. I mean, anyone but you is probably, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, with Glenn. No, that doesn't move the needle.
Well, they're getting married, probably.
I think that was fake.
Well, she's getting a divorce. That's not
Yes.
And they were
because
seen hanging out.
I don't think you can be told you're so hot all the time.
By both of them or just one of them?
No, like Sydney Sweeney, like everyone's like, look at you. And then her, like, what is your husband?
Yeah, like you shouldn't be. I think she got married too early in her life because she just is she's too out there.
Yeah.
What was this article I saw yesterday? It was like, Sydney Sweeney uses her body to flaunt new lingerie. Like she's just on Instagram in lingerie.
What would she use?
And
What
like,
else would
what
she
else
use?
is, what do you mean? You know, somebody got mad at me once for just saying that she's just like using her body like to as
You said that?
Well, I said it, and somebody like was in passing, like in a group of people, was just like, how could you say that? You know, she's a powerful woman in an acting role, and I'm like, well,
Was it a woman that said that?
Yeah,
Yeah. So they get to share too.
it's fine.
Because nobody wants to know the truth.
Yeah, like she's showing her tits, and people love them.
People love tits.
They love tits, and she's not ugly as well.
Even women like to look at a hot woman.
Women love her, probably.
It's like a love-hate, probably.
You think they hate her?
Yeah. Women hate other women.
Whoa. No, not a girl's girl, though. Girls love girls.
Yeah, until they don't.
Explain to me how that even makes sense.
Like, women are way meaner to women than they are to guys.
Women are meaner to women that they know, maybe. Not
Like, if you have ever worked at a corporate job where there's like a boss woman,
a boss woman.
oof, nobody likes her. You know? All the women, man.
They hate her.
Women just have a certain energy. Like, they're very guarding of the whole women thing.
What?
Like, if a woman is friends with another woman,
Yeah.
there's a dynamic that allows it. Like, you know how two magnets, like that, it's a dynamic that allows it to be. Like, maybe one of them makes really good money, one of them doesn't. Like, women have that fucking animalistic hierarchy. Like, a guy, like, you could make $10 million and just like hanging out with me, and I could just like work at fucking 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But if this was the
Completely fine.
woman version, we're friends, but you're talking so much shit about me when we're not around.
Oh, the poor girl, you mean?
Yeah, you're like, she can't get it together.
That reminds me of like the beef between what's her name there, fucking Brianna Chicken Fry and her friend there, the redhead, the little Irish girl.
Yes.
And then they now are not together anymore.
And like, what's the dynamic there? Chicken fries.
One's hot and one's not.
That's the thing.
And then she's she's half naked all the time.
Yes.
Zach Bryan. How could you be friends with her?
And like, as soon as a chick can level up the hotness, immediately.
Yeah.
Like if you gave a poor chick money, probably the first thing she's doing
Is making herself hotter.
100%.
Like 6 months gym, exercise, diet.
If I gave you $10 million right now, what's the first fucking thing you do?
never working, playing video games the rest of my life, dude.
Yeah, you're getting worse.
Buffalo chicken delivered by a butler into my mouth. Into my mouth.
Yeah, like a woman, maybe lips.
Sure.
Yeah, like if you gave me $10 million right now, I'd buy a side-by-side.
You know what though? I'll say this. That's fair. I would definitely be buying stuff. If I had $10 million and I didn't have it, and I don't have to go to work anymore, I know in my head at first it would be crazy, but I would dial in and become super jacked, because then I would have nothing but to just go to the gym instead of like everything else.
Yeah, I think if I had $10 million, I would probably pay someone to help me with that.
Yeah, because like think about it. I would never have to go to work again. So immediately all that stress of like a schedule. Now, if all I have to do is wake up every day and go to the gym and somebody's telling me what to do, even if it takes me 2 years, I have $100 million. I'm chilling. $10 million.
Yeah, I like that. I'm okay with that.
It's believable because all I have to do every day and I would pay somebody to cook for me. Are you kidding? And like good food every day.
I would ask them what they want per year. You know?
Well, no, I would say I want you 5 days a week, and then Saturday and Sunday I'll cook for myself, and one of those nights will be my cheat meal.
But I would get tired of the weekend. I'd be like, I got to cook on the week. You haven't worked. Now you're making me work on the weekend.
And I like to cook, though. I love cooking.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to go.
I love to cook. But
See,
even
like,
that, what's 5 days a week? Like 3 meals a day. One eats 6 meals a day. You need 6 whole, like 6 little tiny baby meals.
6 little huge baby. 6 little big massive babies.
I need like a 6 courser during the day. I need. Like
Are you getting like 250 grams of protein a day over
dude,
there?
I'm fucking crushing it every day.
That would fucking kill me.
Doing 290, bro.
That's
so much.
so much.
My breakfast is like 60 grams of protein every day.
You are a V8 truck.
I'm a V8 truck.
You take so much more gas.
I take a lot of fuel.
I'm a 4-cylinder, dude.
You're an eco-friendly 4-cylinder. Wait, how many grams of protein you eat? 220?
No, I can't. I got to eat like 0.8 per pound.
So like 175.
Something like that. 170 maybe.
That was good math off top of the dome.
That's probably more than 80% of my body weight, but yeah. It's closer to like 150.
I have to eat double that. I eat double your body weight.
You're double me. Almost.
30, 60, 90.
No, you're not.
120. I'm not double. Are you out of your mind? I'm not double your body weight.
Imagine you were 400 pounds.
Oh, if I was 400 pounds, I'd be dead. You know why? Because I'm not like physically also very. If you're athletic and you're 400 pounds, no problem. You can manage it.
Easy.
But if you're just like a fat slob and 400 pounds, you're fucked.
Yeah, like if you're just a guy,
400 pounds, just a guy?
that's not good.
Can't even get out of your bed.
But speaking of fucking eating, I would love to do that.
Oh, we have to get off.
Yeah. We cruised to it today. Wow. Maybe we should start with a fight every show.
And to think of how it started.
Wow.
It was the
well,
denim jacket.
I love you, Anto.
Love you too, man. You fucking piece of shit.
Dude, don't make me train to fucking keep peace. Because I'll drink that honey. Also, he kills a guy with a jar of honey. Pretty cool, you know? It's like, hey, did you try the batch? Gone.
Oh, that would be so... Because the cuts and the honey would get in the cuts. Anyways.
Yeah, that's for
Mike's
next time.
Hot Honey? Like,
Mike's Hot Honey? Next time on Jason's Hot Honey.
next week on fucking Movie Central with Jordan and Antonio.
If you're fucking still around, I don't know. Thank you. Great episode.
Follow and like and subscribe.
Peace.